welcome back to the NoVexPodcast. Hey, today I have with me a very, very special guest. I'm so excited. We have the multi-talented singer, songwriter, and producer, Camidoh.
Yes,
Camidoh, say
sir.
hi to people.
Yeah.
Hey.
Top boy in the building.
Top boy in the
You don't
building.
already know, man.
Yes, how are you doing?
I'm blessed. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. So,
Yes,
how you
I.
feeling about this LA sun?
I love it.
Yes.
100%. My favorite place.
Your favorite place?
Used to be London, no?
Why LA over London?
Yeah, because LA has a sun. London
You're
has
right.
a way of
London's
shoving the
weather
cold
is
into your body. yeah,
it's
yeah.
a little cold. I feel like that's separate from Africa, so
Yeah.
LA is more accustomed to what we're used
Yeah.
to than London. But London
Yeah,
is so
LA
beautiful.
is more, it's like the weather that I like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love the fact it has some cold in there, so it's like it's a blend, and I love it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Can we curse on here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Well, we love to have you here in LA with us. We're so
Yeah.
excited for you to be talking to us today at the NoVex podcast.
Yeah.
I want you to start by going down history lane,
Yeah.
talking to us about how you got into music. What was your inspiration behind actually starting music, and the history behind that.
So basically, it was just a young kid who chanced on Akon's music in an internet cafe and got inspired and decided to change his dream of becoming a pilot to becoming a musician.
Okay.
Yeah. Akon is the reason. Can't lie. And I started off in a group. When I kind of found out this is what I wanted to do. I was in a group in high school, and we was just doing this like whole thing for like about 9 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I broke off the group and started like a solo career. So I kind of like started popping, mainstream like 2019.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. With what song? What was the song that really took you out there?
The record is called For My Lover, and it features an artist from Ghana called Daco Vibes.
Daco Vibes. I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
You've heard of him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So
Yeah.
why that song? Why do you think that song was the one that propelled you?
Yeah, because that was the record. Like when I made it, and a few friends was like, "Let's put on somebody," So we went and visited Omar Sterling of R2Bs.
Okay.
And at that point, I think that Daco Vibe was his prodigy, kind of,
Okay.
Yeah, so he kind of like made it happen, and we did the feature, and that's the record that kind of like shot me like mainstream.
Okay.
People love the record so hard, so yeah, that was the record.
Before we get too deep into the music part of this,
Yeah.
right? I want to talk about you becoming a pilot, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, what was that dream about?
Yeah, I was just fascinated. Like I was just looking at planes one time.
Yeah.
Because I come from the Volta region, which is Aflau. We share border with like Togo.
Okay.
So yeah, we're just like hustlers and all that, and we don't really get to see planes. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, and I came to Accra on vacation, staying with my cousins, and one time, I just heard this loud noise. I dawned on us like, what the fuck? Yeah, so I came out and it's like, oh, it's the plane. I was like, so every time I'm just outside trying to like watch, while they drop altitude, and it was really like beautiful. I was like, I want to be a part of this.
Yeah.
And that's what made me want to be a pilot. So the thing about me is I have to love it from afar, be passionate about it, and be obsessed, and then I can do it. So I kind of like have a lot of like faith that I'm still gonna be a pilot at some point.
You need to be a pilot, and you need to take me on your first trip. Free.
First trip, no, I wouldn't say first
You're
one.
right. I don't want to die. Second trip.
No. It shouldn't even be about death, man. We're blessed kids, do you know what I'm saying, of God. But yeah, I'm just saying you're not gonna be on the first one, because definitely I have to take my mom
Yeah, that's true. Family.
solo, like my family
Yes.
solo. Before business.
Okay.
You understand?
So second, third,
So you
fourth.
probably be on like the 16th flight.
All the way down there.
No
Okay,
vex.
that's fine.
No,
No vex.
No vex. No vex.
No,
Yes, sir.
I love that.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
So now let's get back into the music part of this. You said
Yeah.
2019 you had that record come out.
Yeah.
And then I believe the next hit was like Sugarcane, right?
No.
No.
I had Moits.
Okay.
After For My Lover we did Yawa, and that kind of like, cause my music is like very timeless. It's like you really need to like be in there
Okay.
Like take your time and like get in there to really understand the vibes.
Yeah.
So yeah, and we're in the internet age and everybody just like it's just rushing here and there. So it's like
Yes.
sometimes the music is there, but people don't really like get it.
Yeah.
We did Yawa, we did The Best featuring Kelvin Boy. We did a bunch of records though, but I had like a couple hits though. I had like Available, which was
Yeah.
like a good big one in Ghana as well. I had Hot Pursuit. I had a bunch of records,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, yeah. Even before Sugarcane. Sugarcane came later. Yeah, but
Really?
Sugarcane kind of like did the international,
Yes. It got
yeah,
propelled
propelling.
way
Yeah,
past
yeah.
Africa. Yes. And you think social media, what impact do you think that made with bringing sugarcane outside of the African
Social media,
border?
yeah. Social media played a huge role.
Mm.
Can't lie, because when we dropped Sugarcane, we didn't really have like a bunch of resources. We was not signed. I wasn't signed to a label,
Oh,
and still
okay.
not. But it's like I have a marketing background because I read marketing in uni.
Okay.
And so I have like the know-how of like just using the things around me to just like catch the attention of people. And I also like understand the phenomenon of um like like constantly being in the face of the people.
Okay.
That was the secret. It's like, yeah, this is social media, right?
Yeah.
There's Facebook, there's
Yeah.
Instagram, there's Twitter, there's yeah, back then it was Twitter. There's
It's X now.
yes, X now. There's TikTok, Snapchat.
Yes, yeah.
So it's like constantly just like churning out content
Yeah.
with the record constantly. And yeah, for some reason, man, the universe kind of like just favored us and it got everywhere.
Boomed.
That social media 100% like, and so I really and truly do not like to underrate social media.
So do you think social media is a pro or a con for artists?
It
Or
could
both?
be both ways.
Okay.
It could be both ways because sometimes there are certain contents that people could just easily take and it's like, oh yeah, I'm just posting on my WhatsApp status and boom, that shit goes viral.
Far.
And puts you in a different light.
Yeah.
And same way like in a positive light, there's just a content somebody puts on their WhatsApp status and it's like people, there's this common thing
Yeah.
they say, send me. Please send me. And that's it. And boom, it goes viral as well. So it could be like the positive and the negative. Yeah, it plays both ways. Yeah.
But
I
when you
guess
think
like
about
everything. Yeah.
when you think about it a little bit more, do you think that it's actually helpful to the newer generation of people who are trying to become musicians? For example, if they have a song that goes viral in like minutes, right? But they only have one hit.
Yeah.
And maybe that song prior to a couple years ago, it wouldn't have gone that big because there was no social media didn't have as big of an impact
Yeah.
that time. But now because of TikTok, you can make a song that has a catchy dance to it and everybody wants to do that dance, wants to listen to it, but then it only goes big for a couple of weeks, a couple of months.
Yeah, I think there's always gonna be artists who would go through the real process, and there's gonna be artists who would just want to catch some tips and use that to make hits, right? There are some artists that are never going to be performing artists. They're just gonna be like recording artists.
Yeah.
So it depends on what the aim is, what the vision is.
Yeah.
If you think you're not a performing artist and you just need hits to make some money, all right, cool. You can. I mean, there's no rule. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and nobody has to judge you to say, oh yeah, you're just picking these ideas quickly to just make quick hits. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it depends on what you want to do. For me, I love to go through the full process. And one of the things I love doing is performing. So yeah, I'm like get into a city and I'm just telling my management, all right, cool, like wherever you guys want us to perform with regards to activation, because like growing up I used to see like big artists tour, like they tour and we don't even know them.
Yes.
They tour like, and I don't know these artists, but
Yeah.
they actually tour and they have like a bunch of people like coming
Yeah.
out for their shows, and that's just the process. So for me, I only think that it's pros and cons. Like it depends on your vision, how you
Yeah.
want to like what the thing is there. Like what's your vision, what's your aim?
What do you
That's what
want
you use
out
it
of
for.
it?
Do you know what I'm saying? So you just know what you want to do and know how to use whatever
Yeah.
is like to
Now
your
that you
disposal.
mentioned touring, this made me think about like the prices that you artists are giving us, taxing us for going to concerts and things like that. But then I'm also thinking about how there's limited concerts even happening now. Do
Yeah.
you think that's due to social media?
Well, I just think that the dynamics is like is huge. Like it's wide. It depends. You can't really like narrow it down to like social media. Like I feel like yeah, if you have fans,
Yeah, they'll come out.
if you have fans, people will come out.
Yeah.
If people fuck with your music, they'll come out. If they
Yeah.
don't, they will not come out.
That's true.
You know, and people love you for something. You could be churning out tunes and people love it, but they still don't fuck with like coming out to see you because
Exactly.
you're not as attractive to
Yeah.
them as there's gotta be something. That's why like our labels or like management teams like try to find out what's the point of sale of an artist. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you have to look for that thing. Oh, this is what they actually love about me. Oh, I love to
Yes.
cook and I show them on social media and that's what they want to see.
Yeah.
So then I'm, redesigning my stage like a kitchen. And yeah, that's what they love. So
Yeah.
then you find the point where people love about you and you give it to
Yeah.
them. Do you know what I mean? Like for example, Sugarcane, when I did it and I realized people love the record, like I did a bunch of remixes, like, right?
Yes, you
I
did.
did the Spanish one. I did like it's just Latin remix. Like it's you check out what do you want and you give it to them. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Because it's like you said, it's marketing. It goes back to that. You're selling yourself basically.
Yeah.
So if that product keeps selling, why not sell some more?
exactly.
That makes complete sense to
Yeah.
me. Now I want to touch a bit more about like the mental health aspect
Mental
of
health, yeah.
social media, because I know that's a very big part. For
Yeah.
you musicians as well. Like people don't understand what's going on inside.
Yeah.
When the doors are closed, when all the lights, when all the fashion, everything big is gone, it's just you in your room. What's
Yeah.
happening inside? How does social media impact artists and their mental health?
um, Social media is actually not a real place, So it's crazy.
It's good to put that in your mind.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, it's really crazy. Like sometimes we get carried away by the things we see on social media.
Yeah.
Because like I know a bunch of people who would like really risk it all and sacrifice it all, set up things and shoot for social media, but like when the camera is off, they're like broke and hungry as fuck. Do you understand? Like, so there are things people do just like, and it's this game is show business.
Yeah.
So it's what you show. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it could be very like dangerous because then you feel like you're really like showing up for the world, but the world will not show up for you when you're actually
a
going
quote
through
right
stuff.
there.
Because they don't know.
Yeah.
Because they see you as like this rich kid who's like full of affluence and you don't have a problem, bro. Like there's some people I see on social media, I feel like this guy never go get wahala. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because come on, man, it's Davido, man. Yeah, man, it's Davido. Like he's got a rich background
Yeah,
and whatever.
yeah.
So it's like you're thinking this person is never having a problem, but
Yeah.
if they sit down to start telling you what they have to go through to really like appear the way they appear, then you be like, oh my god,
I didn't
for
know you were
real,
going
like
through that.
so social media can really, I feel like it's one of the places that affects mental health
Yeah.
negatively the most. Yes, because then it's like this big deception. It's like it's full of deception.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we shoot all of these videos and all of that, but people don't really own the stuff. People think you
Yeah.
own them.
Right. There's a whole team
So
behind
you
that
get
you
like a
don't see.
bunch of people throwing the bills, like, how far my guy, like, please, can I have this for that? Or
Yeah.
my sister's school fees, or bro, like my car broke down, I need to buy a new tire. I know you can help me because you're driving all of these cars, and yeah, that's how it is. And you face it all, and sometimes you're like, really, the pressure gets to you, and you try to like help all of these people. Now you're like zero,
Yep.
and you're in your room, and you can't even ask people for help
Because they can't see you weak.
because they can't see you broke
Yeah.
and weak and shit. So yeah, it can play like it plays a major role in like fucking up people's like mental health. No cap.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you so much for speaking on that. I think that's something that everybody needs to hear.
Yeah.
Social media, like you said, it's not a real place.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
people need to, it's hard to think that it's not a real place. Keep that in mind because it
Yeah.
feels so real.
When I was in uni, like one of my lecturers, I think we're teaching something about computers, and like fucking one time in a session,
Yeah.
in a lecture, he said he was trying to teach us about cyberspace. It's like asking somebody, what's cyberspace? And everybody's like, we don't know.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's a space out there. That's what he said. He says there's a space out there. It's like, yeah, it's actually not a real place. Do you get? It's like it's there. It's like the atmosphere. And you're supposed to believe that these files are just there.
Wow.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's just
That's
the
how
internet.
we need to think about social media. Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, speak to me about your most recent record.
Oh yeah, NLF. Yeah,
Yes.
NLF basically says nothing lasts forever, aka breakfast, and it was inspired by a heartbreak at some
Everybody go
point.
chop
Oh
breakfast.
yes, man. Oh yes, everybody go
He said,
chop.
"Oh yes." He's like, "That's definitely
Yeah,
true."
everybody go chop, but I feel like I need to put people on their guard. So it's like I need to just wake people up to know that yeah, it's coming.
Yes.
So once the better you know, the smaller the heartbreak, or like the easier it gets for you because then yeah, at least you know it go happen. It may not be like break up, it may just be like God forbid death or something that's gonna make you lose something and
Yeah.
yeah, get broken hearted. So yeah,
Okay.
that's what inspired my new record. And yeah, I mean, I just hope for people to get inspired and
Yes.
just be on the guts. Just know that like nothing lasts forever. Simple.
Perfect. Everybody go listen to it
Yes,
everywhere
sir.
where
It's
you can
out
listen to
there.
music. Spotify, Apple Music,
Yeah.
YouTube, all of the above.
Audio Mac. Boom
Exactly.
play.
Yes, Audio
Every
Mac. I forgot about that. You're right.
yeah.
Okay, so before we end this episode, I want to do a quick game with you. Play a quick game of this or that.
Yes, sir.
First one, Nigerian jollof or Ghanaian jollof?
Oh man.
Be careful with your answer
This
here.
again.
Hey.
Bro, I'm not really a jollof person. I'm a banku person.
Okay.
So come back when Nigerians can prepare banku like Ghanaians.
Wow.
If they can prepare banku, because that's not their dish. So if they can prepare banku, then we can have that.
I like
beef,
how you just
you know.
maneuvered through that. Do you see how you
Yeah.
just escaped
Because
that
I'm
answer?
a banku and
You know what? That's actually my next one. Banku or fufu?
banku.
Okay.
Yeah, I love banku. I love banku with okro, and that okro only my mother they do 'em.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. High life or Afro beats?
Bruh, High Life is Afrobeats,
Okay.
It's basically like a title name.
Okay.
Afrobeats is title name because High Life deals with a specific like tones and whatever like that we use, right? The nature of the song. But Afrobeats is generally we're trying to like that's the name, that's the umbrella name for
Yes.
African music. Do
Okay.
you understand?
Yeah.
So this it cannot be compared to High Life, if
Okay.
you understand. Like
Yeah.
yeah, it's the same as us against the world, not us against us.
Other.
You get?
Period. I love that.
Yeah.
Yes. Last one. Would you rather get sugar cane, how it is with the stick, or blended in like a smoothie?
Then that one you're not taking sugar cane.
You have to bite
You're
it.
taking sugar drink. Do you get?
Ah, I get it.
Yeah, you're taking sugar water or sugar liquid or some shit like that.
You
Like
need the actual cane.
you need the
to
cane.
chew it.
You need to bite it off
Hey.
and chew.
Okay.
And
Yes.
spit it out. Like yeah, man. African man.
Ah.
That's what makes it sugar cane. Yeah,
Period.
that's
I
the
love
whole-
it. Thank you so much, Camidoh, for being here and for speaking to us. Do you have anything else you want to say to the audience?
Yeah, I'll just say, I mean, love the people that you love in the most healthy way possible and be safe. And, yeah, love is the greatest of all. So, yeah, stay fly and love God.
Love God. I love
Yes, sir.
that. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode. Can't wait to see you guys on the next one. And thank you so much, Camidoh, for being here today. This was a
One
great
love.
episode.